Okay guys, here we go. The easiest noodles, but super tasty with a yummy sesame, soy, porky kind of sauce. You guys are gonna love it. So let's talk about noodles first. And I've got these packet udon noodles. They're vacuum sealed. They can be in the fridge section of the supermarket or in the Asian section. And what you need to do is treat them very gently, because if you start to kind of break them up as they are, they'll just break apart. So take them out of the packet and then straight into some boiling water. And then just leave them to have a little soak for a few seconds just to get acquainted with that hot water. And now take your tongs and very gently just kind of shake them a little. Don't start breaking anything up, just sort of grab a hold of the stack of noodles, just give it a little shake. And because we're stir frying these noodles, our absolute mortal enemy is going to be overcooked noodles. So we really want to make this happen fast. So now that I can see the noodles loosening up themselves, I'm just going to give them a little bit of a help. Now, just as soon as they have all come apart, I'm going to pull them straight out and into a bowl. Now, if I was going to be leaving these for quite some time before I cook them, I'd run them under some cold water, stop them cooking, but I'm going to cook these almost straight away. So I'm going to just add a little bit of sesame oil, give them a toss. And this is just so they don't stick together. And plus, sesame oil has such a lovely flavor. Okay, noodles done. Next step is to get our aromatics done. So I've got some ginger here and I'm just gonna quickly peel the skin off. Just use a teaspoon. That's the easiest way to just scrape off the skin. Okay, just trim off any stubborn bits and pieces. And I just want a thin slice first of all, and then we're gonna slice lengthways to give us nice fine little strips. And now for the spring onion. So I'm going to use the white part as almost like my onion flavor for the beginning of the stir fry. So I'm going to keep the white part and the green part separate. Okay, move that white part of the spring onion over with my ginger. They can go in together. And this green part, I'm going to use that for a bit of freshness and some greenery at the end. And now I'm going to add some green vegetable. I just like to add a little bit of greenery to whatever I'm cooking during the week, just to get my vegetable intake in. And this is a local green vegetable here in Thailand that I love to use, but you can use any type of green vegetable you like bok choy, pak choy, broccoli, whatever's in your crisper. Go ahead and use that. One more thing to chat about before we start the stir frying. And I've kept my garlic really nice and chunky for this one. I don't want it to burn. I'm going to be putting it in at the beginning to kind of really flavor the oil, but I need the pieces quite big so they don't burn. Okay, so as with any stir fry, get everything done and prepped before you start cooking, because everything in the wok should happen really quickly. Okay, once my wok is really nice and hot, I'm going to add in some oil, and in goes that chunky garlic. And straight away, I want to get that ginger and the spring onion into there. It smells so good already. And now, if I was going to be doing this on the weekend, had more time, I would toast my sesame seeds separately. But we're doing this quick style today, so I'm just going to throw these sesame seeds straight in here and just give them a quick toast along with the garlic, the ginger, and the spring onion. Okay, so I'm going to add in my pork, but one really great tip for whenever you're wok cooking, and even if you're doing this in a large frying pan as well, move everything to the side, give yourself a lot of space in the middle for the pork, and then put your protein into the center and now spread it out. The aim is to get as much of that protein in contact with the heat as quickly as possible. That way we're going to be stir frying and not stewing. And my other tip here, leave the pork alone. Let it do its thing with the hot wok just for almost a minute before you start to break it up. Okay, so I can see that the pork is starting to color down the bottom there. So I'm going to get in there and give everything a good toss. Now again, spread everything out. Try to get that pork cooking so it's nice and dry. The enemy of a good stir fry is when you get too much of that juice collecting in the bottom and everything becomes kind of all watery and soggy. Okay, so this is looking really good. Time for the vegetables. Now just toss that through. And now our noodles. Some soy sauce. And because I know you guys know me by now, I'm going to add some chili powder because I like things spicy. But totally up to you. You can add more or just leave it out altogether. Okay, now toss everything around in here, and what I'm waiting for is just for those juices and the soy sauce to thicken up a little bit and coat those noodles. This is smelling so good. And that's it, done. The only thing left to do is to pull these guys out, get them onto a plate. And now just the final bits and pieces. I've got the greens from the spring onion we sliced earlier, and a few more little sesame seeds. And there you go, way quicker than calling for takeout, and so comforting, so good. Noodles, just try and make sure. I love how chewy and like so satisfying udon noodles are.